Now you're in a state of doing nothing. Even drop that triangle, drop the Om Shanti. There is another expression: consciousness plus doing nothing is equal to consciousness. See that? That's why I tell you that every session is the highest session. We'll share our experiences once we return. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. I could see the entire session. Terry was totally, seems to be steady. How are you, David and Jerry?
Very good. Very, very deep, very cleansing, very pure, very simple.
Very simple. That's wonderful. The more the mind said it is simple and natural, we are already on the right track. How are you, Jerry?
So very good. I think that discussion just emphasized my faith in the pure consciousness, and then during the meditation, I felt completely absorbed. So your words just kind of reiterated and that faith that I have.
Beautiful, yeah. It's not my word, all masters. Now, see, there is a distortion in the teaching of the Eastern wisdom. I don't want to name this guy. He seems to be a number one neuroscientist, and he teaches mindfulness. I'm just reading, I just got an email. When we grieve, we allow ourselves to feel the truth of our pain, the measure of betrayal or tragedy in our life. We say that grief is false. That is the basic principle. And then he gives the meditation on grief. Why should I do the meditation on grief? Why shouldn't I do the meditation on peace? But to tell you, David, that we Americans are very much attracted to these. We find it's a noble concept. Meditation on grief. Never do that. Never go there. Even if the person is number one in our country. There are 2 or 3 people, so he claims that he is number one in teaching mindfulness. It will not work. How are you, Stephen?
I am good. Thank you for that meditation. How would I describe this? This was a high level of awareness.
Yeah.
I found the fast breathing to be effortless. I could have, I don't know, it could have gone on the entire time. It wouldn't have bothered me. There were no thoughts that came up during that. What I found to be interesting of what I call it this high level of awareness was the nyasa, because it was an awareness of the space that I was, well, whatever, however I describe it, there was just a space. And I realized through it that there was not the right arm, there wasn't the left arm. And I kind of quickly said to myself, well, I can't be a right arm, left arm because I'm not the body and it can't be a body. So I was just within the space, and my focus was in the area that the arms should be and the legs should be and whatever it is, but I found myself in that space. But the thing that really got me during the vinyasa was this major awareness of the top and bottom of my breath, and that moment of the transformation of the inhale to the exhale and the exhale to the inhale, that it was just this feeling of peace and contentment, and it followed me throughout the entire rest of the meditation.
Beautiful. Beautiful. When we loosen the knots and the blockages that these 5 sheath causes by these steps, we feel what Stephen feels. And in a single word, it's a higher state of awareness. Definitely. It is beautiful. How are you, Lalit?
Yes, like I have done this practice after many days, and it felt amazing, and I was totally in it. I wanted it to continue.
Okay. Very good. You did after many days. And you want to continue. Please do so. How are you, Sam?
Good. I admit I'm a little bit under the weather today. And when we got to the quick, short, and fast breath, I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to handle it. And there were a couple times where I lost my breath. I was like, oh, this is hard. And then I said, well, that's just the mind telling me that. And eventually, even though I wasn't doing it fast per se compared to how I usually do it, I was able to just say, okay, it's just my mind, and was able to develop that consistency, and that created a nice deep level of awareness throughout the rest of the meditation. I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
So I was with some friends from university this weekend, and we were naturally talking about memories from college. And I guess I could only describe that I'm starting to see my memories in terms of the false I, where the ego was, where the ignorance was, where I thought that, okay, when I was in high school, maybe I thought playing baseball would lead to permanent peace and happiness, or maybe I would lead to, in college, maybe hanging out with friends would lead to permanent peace and happiness. Is it important, or is that a natural step that we start seeing our memory in the lens of our ego eventually?
Whatever comes to the mind, your goal should be to see the truth. So we have already discussed about the truth is one layer, false is another, and untruth is the third. Memories comes from the past. Past is dead, cannot be retrieved. You say goodbye to the past. Learn from it. Let us move ahead. Let us move ahead. That is very important in the journey. If I retrieve the memory, remember it again and again, I have learned a lesson. That is it. Okay, this is memory. This is the lesson I have learned. Let me move forward.
Yeah.
Another part that is also very important, when we talk to our friends, as you said, university friends, So there is a difference between the gossip and contemplation. So university student means gossip. Now ask yourself, is there a need to retrieve those memories? Because others are also retrieving. Why should I? Oh, very good. You have very good memories. Oh, what about you? No, I don't get it. Once I get it, then again we will say. I have to live into the higher level of awareness. See that? So, how are you, Terry?
I was able to follow along the whole time, and do everything and hearing everything and stayed focused on what was being said, and it helped me to go into the space. And it wasn't until the triangle that I start to come out of it back into the body. And I had some discomfort, and I suddenly became very acutely aware of it. And I started thinking, the triangle, is that in, like I started thinking, where is the triangle? Which of the 5 sheets is the triangle in? That's what I was thinking. And then I came more and more out of the meditation after that. But it was good because I was able to be in it all the way up until that.
Yeah, all the time. That's what I see. I saw you totally still. Yes, it's a big good statement, and someday we will cover that. Triangle represents knowledge, desire, and action, in which one of the 5 sheets it is present. Yes, that's a good question, but I'm not covering that. How are you, Brandy?
I'm good. Thank you for the meditation this morning. My experience with my mind is a little bit different than maybe what Sam was talking about, and that going back and having memories. I realize that a lot of the mind stuff that comes up for me, particularly when I start my practice, is I'm planning. Like I'm planning what food I'm going to prepare later, what work I'm going to prepare later, and I'm still focused, but I have to kind of slow that down. And when I finally got it settled down and was really in the practice, I got interrupted by my cat just scratching my leg. And so then I got refocused, but I realized my mind started all over again. Planning. And I'm like, okay, slow it down, bring it back.
So that is why we say during the practice, we should not have any external disturbances until we reach to a state where no external disturbances or external things cause any issue. But it's okay. Another part is that realizing, contemplating, and reflecting during the practice that you did is more important. Beautiful. How are you, Samir?
Sir, it was very peaceful. No thoughts were there. And every time, total blankness. My body was totally still. I was just looking and there was nothing, totally blank. No thoughts. As soon as you start the meditation, the thoughts start disappearing. They started falling down. And after that, I go deep into the meditation and just feel full fresh, and really like taking bath in the morning. Mind has taken the bath.
Oh, very good. See how great teacher I am. Ha ha ha. Very good. How are you, Ashok?
Good, sir. The peaceful meditation.
Peaceful meditation. Very good.
Thank you.
How are you, Vaibhav?
Sir, I'm good. It was really very peaceful. It's like if I don't associate myself with anything, then I don't get limited to that situation. And
Good.
if I'm not associating, that I'm totally free. I have no limits. This was very peaceful.
Beautiful. Yes, yes. I think you are using the same phrase and it has gone deeper into you. Any association with the world outside from the body, physical body, creates a false I. I think I talked to Sam someday. Yes, talked to Sam some other day. So that association is not there because ignorance is not there. Otherwise, my cat, my dog, my honey, and a long list. So that my is an association. So that's a beautiful way to put it. How are you, Rakesh?
Thank you, sir. Today, when we were doing the six neighbors, the way I felt about the sixth neighbor, exactly similar I felt about the fifth neighbor, because I was somewhere inside and they were just like outer shells. My room or
Okay.
my body, or then I came to the third, I came to the fourth neighbor, which is my uh, energy body. So all these things happened during the initial phase of the meditation. Later on, when we reached to the triangle, uh, it was going very deep, and suddenly something started happening to me. I was just trying to figure out what is that, and then I realized my body and my energy, my body and my second sheet, which is the energy body, they are trying to uplift from the chair, but I don't know. But I so my entire focus went there, and I stopped what I was doing on the triangle. Uh, this continued till the end when I opened my eyes.
Till the end. When this prana is liberated from all the prana means the energy body, when the second sheath is liberated itself from the rest of the four, this energy appears realized one with the entire cosmic energy. So that gives an uplifting experience. So that is a good thing, good experience. So anyone, oh yeah, anesthesia is left. Yeah.
Thank you. It was naturally deep and calm. And today I had a feeling of smile. I didn't smile, I think, but it was like in my mind, or like somebody
Good.
was smiling to me.
Yeah.
And
I
I
was.
had yeah. And I had some problems with my throat. I had a lot of saliva. It has never happened to me in meditation, but it has happened today. And I realized that this is my body reacts to my mind. So, and it was separated, but I struggled a little bit.
Yeah. All the struggle, pain, grief, reaction, anger, hesitation, aggression comes from the combination and functioning of these five sheets. And we are none of these five sheets. And they come at different levels. The way we lived our life since our birth, the way our parents have brought us, the way we conditioned ourselves by the society, by the culture, by the parents, by the family, and how I responded. This is all a summary of five sheath, and that is why we are none of these five sheath. And the last thing, never practice meditation on grief, pain. That is quite interesting. I have subscribed to these who claims that they are the great masters, and I received their email. Oh, this is now we are having a retreat for 3 days on meditation on grief. Just think of it. I don't agree. Whether you agree, then you can go there. I can send you the. That is all. Thank you.
Namaste. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank
Namaste.
you.
Thank you, sir. Namaste, everyone.
Cheers.
Namaste.
My goodness, this